The story begins. There is a soft hum. Always, it sits just under the skin, a faint pulse. We carry small bright boxes, they often sing, a quiet ping, a small shake. We reach for them almost without thought. This happens many times a day. It pulls the eye outward, it pulls the ear to a far-off sound. A steady thread runs from us to other places, other people. The world speaks. We listen. We feel the weight of what is happening, what is said, what is shown. Sometimes the room goes still. The phone rests on the table. No sound, no light blink. A quiet falls, a different kind of quiet. It is then that a small stir might rise from inside. A breath deepens. A gaze might fix on the edge of a chair, or the dust motes in the air. What is it to sit with only that, this feeling it is known? A simple pause, an unfolding of quiet. You are here now, the air waits. Your own breath waits. What comes next for the mind, unguided, uncalled? The easy way is to pick up the bright box again, to let the hum return, to join the wide river of voices, or to simply sit and feel the faint tremor that asks, what is here when the outer world steps back? The choice is always there, a soft pull in two ways. The soft pull, two ways. One way is bright, it gives much. News, faces, voices, things to read, things to see. A wide river always flows, you can step in. The other way is still, it asks for nothing, it gives no bright light. Only the air, the room, the shape of a shadow. Inside, a small space opens. Thoughts rise up like bubbles in still water. They drift, they touch the surface. Some are light, some are old. A memory comes, a name, a face. It sits there, not asking to be fixed, just noticed. Then it floats on. This stillness can feel wide, too wide sometimes. A small pull starts. A wish for an answer or a call, a voice to break the quiet. It is not always easy, this quiet, not always soft. It can hold things, things you have kept small. Out of sight, now they stir, the breath holds. A faint chill might pass, or a warmth. This is a feeling known. It asks little from you, only that you stay and sense what is. You are only sitting, you are not doing, just being. This is the other path, the one less walked. It has no map, no clear end, only the next step of breath, and the next thought as it comes, and the next thought as it comes. It lands, it rests. Then it moves on like a stone touched by water. The quiet deepens around it, a long stretch of time. No sound, only the soft push of air in the room. A small bit of dust catches the faint morning light. It hangs, it drifts. This stillness can feel too much. A wide open space. Your hand might stir. A faint wish to fill it, to make a sound, to find a voice outside. A quiet hum lives in the air. Even when all is dark, it whispers of other places, other people, a call, a message, something known. This pull can be strong. It tugs at the edge of your quiet. You are here now, in this space, with only the quiet and these thoughts. It asks for your presence. It asks for nothing else. But the outside pulls too. It offers a quick way back, a quick answer. A path well worn to step out of the quiet, to hear a different hum, one made by many. A choice hangs in the air like the dust. Light, heavy, you feel it, two paths, both are open. One takes you further in, the other out. You sit here, just breathing, with what is. The room holds you, it does not speak back, only the still air. A soft hum stays in your ear, not from outside. It is a sound of no sound, or perhaps the sound of your own waiting. A thought comes, it sits a while, it asks for nothing, then it moves on, another follows, like clouds above a field. They drift, they shift shape. You watch them pass. This watching is not empty. There is a kind of weight to it, a slow weight like earth or deep water. It is not just about no sound or no voice next to yours. You sit here, you feel this. It is a slow work. This settling, the quiet makes room, it makes space for what is small, for what might be missed. A breath takes its own time, your body rests heavy on the chair or the bed. A tiny shift happens, inside your chest, not a feeling named, more like a settling dust or a new light, very faint. This is the quiet taking hold. It makes a different kind of sound, not with your ears, but with something else. It asks you to listen with your whole self. What is heard then? Not words, not tunes, a sense of something deep. It waits there, just beneath the top layer of things. Is it a true emptiness or is it a start? A silent seed pushing through dark soil. The answer does not come quickly. It still waits, like the morning light on the other side of the glass. The light does not rush. It takes its own time, just as the quiet does. Slowly it fills the room, it touches the wall, it rests on the floorboards, a slow wash. And with it other things come clear, not with the eye but a deep feel. The air now has a weight, a cool press on the skin. You notice the dust motes. They dance in the thin beam, each one a tiny spark, unseen before. This soft quiet finds them, it makes them real. Your breath slows, it finds a low path in your chest, down to your belly, this soft moving. It is a slow sway inside you. The thoughts come like clouds in a vast sky. They do not stay long, they drift. They pass through, they do not make a sound, not here. In this quiet, thoughts are not loud things. They are shadows. They are whispers, almost felt, not quite heard, and you are here now with your breath, just this. Is this being alone or is it a full place? A deep pool with light on its still top and dark water down below. The bottom is not seen, but you feel its depth. The quiet holds it all. It holds the thoughts. It holds the slow breath. It holds the stillness. It is not an empty space. It is not a blank sheet. There is a deep hum here, a low sound felt in the bone. It asks for nothing. It just is. This quiet waits. It holds a small world. It lets you be. It lets you sink down into the unsaid. What is there at the very bottom? Does it still hide something, or is it simply there? The bottom is not seen. It is only felt. A soft weight rests there. A quiet pressure you might not have known. Is this what we avoid? This deep sense of simply being here now. No story, no outside noise to fill the gaps. Just the quiet hum. A thought comes. It floats up slowly, like a small bubble rising in still, deep water. It does not ask for much. It just surfaces, and then it can go. We watch it pass, or we hold it for a moment, but even held, it shifts, it moves, it changes shape. It is not solid ground beneath your feet, this alone space. This quiet time, it can feel like a room with no door, yet also like a wide-open field under the night sky. The stars are faint, but they are there. You are here with your breath. This gentle pull, this easy rise and fall. The world outside keeps its steady spin. But in here, things seem to slow right down. The edges soften. The hard lines blur into something less sharp. We just sit with what is here, the deep hum, the slow pulse of life itself, and the quiet question that lingers. Is this state of simple presence enough, or do we still find ourselves reaching for something more? We sit with the still breathe, a soft weight on the chest. Then a stir begins, a little tug. It comes from deep inside, a slow want, a quiet reach. We turn our head a little, the room is still, but a faint hum floats from beyond the walls, a low thrum. The world keeps its dance out there, always new shapes forming, new voices calling. We feel a pull towards that edge, towards what might unfold next. This is not a harsh pull, more like a warm hand on the arm, drawing us to look, to see. To touch a small, smooth thing, a piece of glass in our hand, it lights up. It sings a little, other faces look back, other lives move quick across its face. It asks for nothing, yet offers so much. a constant friend, a steady murmur against the ear. We can carry it always, never truly alone, even when no one else is near. The quiet might feel wide, too wide perhaps, and this small bright box is a soft place to land, a steady feed, a stream of new things. We lean into it. It feels good to have that company, this turning to the bright screen, this soft sound. It helps fill the open space inside. It quiets a different kind of ache. And you feel that slight draw, don't you? That gentle tug back to the stream of quick, bright things. It is just there, always ready. We find a kind of rest in it, a soft landing from the wide quiet. And so we drift between the deep calm here and that other steady call, always shifting, never quite settling on one alone. Sometimes the breath feels light, it comes and goes, the room is still. This quiet holds a space, a vast open space, and inside a small stir, a need to fill the edges, a slight unease that begins to grow. It is not a loud noise, more like a whisper, a soft suggestion to look for something, to reach for something known, a shape, a sound, a quick bright face. We might trace the edge of a thought or let it float past, but sometimes just this open drifting feels too unbound. There is a sense of wanting an anchor, a place to land the mind, so it does not just spin on its own. It feels like reaching out a hand in the dark, to touch something solid, something real and present. The screen offers this, a ready hand, a fixed point, a gentle weight in the palm. It has a glow, a steady light. You might feel this, a soft pull, a quiet wish for a point to rest your thoughts. It is a natural thing. The mind is not like an empty stage. It seeks a story, a picture, a small task to hold on to, and the stream provides this. It offers a new thing, and then another, and then another. Each one a tiny hook, a small bit of thread to follow. It is not bad or good, it simply is. This old want to be caught up in something, to know what happens next, to feel the flow of shared time even across a great distance, or to just feel the hum of another mind even if it is a feed of words. It is a way to not be quite so alone with the sound of your own quiet. And so we watch, we read, we listen, we take it in. It lessens the width of the quiet. It gives the mind a path to walk, a place to put its gaze, and for a while the ache of open space softens. The edges of the world feel closer. But then there is still that faint whisper, a soft echo of the deep quiet, still waiting, always just there, beyond the glow, beyond the sound, asking for nothing, yet holding everything, and we are left to stand between these two calls, the steady outward pull and the soft, deep hum from within, never quite choosing one path fully, always sensing the other. We stand between. The light calls, the silence holds a breath. One draws the gaze out, the other asks for nothing, just presence, a quiet pull, a slow drift toward the sound, to the faint pulse of lives far off. The hand lifts. It finds the smooth, cool edge, a small weight. It rests there. Warmth starts to grow beneath the thumb. The eyes trace lines of light. It is a steady stream, always moving, always new, bringing small bits of here and there, news of rain in another town, a face smiling from a brighter day. Words form and unform, they pass. They leave a trace, a soft echo inside the mind, filling up the wide, open room, making it feel less vast. Perhaps you know this feeling, this quiet pull, the need to fill the space, just for a little while, the hum from within. It does not shout, it does not call with bright lights, it waits. Like a deep, still pool, it has no urgent voice, only a slow, deep knowing, a sense of breath moving in and out, a body resting on the bed, the quiet shape of thought, not rushing, not reaching, just being. And the outer world keeps humming its tune, a steady beat, a gentle rhythm drawing us out toward the edge, away from the deep center. It is a choice made and unmade. Each minute, each quiet hour, we feel the gentle tug, we sense the still depth, and the air just holds it all. The soft glow, the deeper dark, both here, always. The world keeps its slow hum, but you are still here. In the quiet of the room, a soft weight on the bed, the air around you is soft. What stirs then when the world's demands quiet down? What comes to fill the space that the outer world leaves empty? It is a quiet sound inside, not a voice you know, nor words that call out. More like a slow wind passing through a wide, open field. Thoughts come, old ones, new ones. They move across the wide space inside the mind. Like leaves on still water, each one floats by without sound. Some touch the very edge of things you know. Some simply pass on by. You watch them go, or you try to watch them go without holding on. This is the still point when the outer world lets go its strong grip, and the inner world takes its slow, patient turn. It makes a deep space. In that space, thoughts rise up. They feel like they have no true owner. They just come into being without being asked. You might feel it now, this soft pull, a slight shift inside. We sit with these thoughts. Are they truly ours to claim? Or do they just show up, a constant, unbidden flow? A long, slow line like water finding its path through a winding, dark place. It moves without asking for leave. It moves without much care, and you are there, watching it all pass by. The world outside is far away. The hum there fades out. Only this stream is present, a flow of what is and what might be, always moving. It does not ask for anything in return. It only flows, but it can feel like a heavy weight, this constant turning. A gentle current that does not truly rest, even when the body sleeps its deep sleep. The mind keeps its watch, holding the slow flow without end. The mind keeps its watch, holding the slow flow without end. It holds its turning, it spins its own threads. Even in the deep night, the body rests. The eyes stay closed, but the thinking runs on, a small wheel, always turning. What does it make? Just more thought, a low sound in the stillness. You feel its hum, a soft pressure, behind the eyes, a weight in the chest. A current moving under the skin. It does not stop. You just sit with it, this endless path, this quiet rush. It can feel too much to simply witness, to let the mind move as it will, without a hand to guide it. No push, no pull, just the shape of what passes. Sometimes we pull back from this. We reach for sound, for light, for any small thing to place between us and this flow, a buffer, a thin wall, just to soften the edge. The mind keeps moving. It does not ask our leave. It simply is. You are awake now, perhaps listening to your own mind. It does not need answers, only a gentle watching. Perhaps this is the hard part, to know this quiet river, this constant being, without trying to change its course or speed its way. It simply flows, and you are here, sitting with it now, this long, quiet stretch. No need to hold it, no need to push it away, just letting it be. Can we truly do that? Perhaps, or perhaps not. We watch it, this quiet river, we try to let it be. But a small pull lives inside us, a quiet wish to name each thing that floats by. We want to touch the water, to feel its current, or sometimes to push it away. It is a faint urge, not loud, not a shout, just a slow turning, a small hand wanting to hold or let go. We try to be still. Our breath moves in and out. The room stays dark. The air hangs cool. But even here the mind finds its path. It does not pause for us. It simply flows, and we are with it. In the long quiet of the night, what is this urge to reach, to make a mark, to change the flow if only a little? It is not a bad thing. It simply is. Like the faint sound outside your window, it is just there. This is a strange place to be, awake, with only your own thoughts for company, no screen to fill the gap, no voice to join you, just the deep quiet and the mind's own hum. Can we truly just watch it, with no push, no pull at all, or is there always some small part of us reaching, even if only a thought of wanting stillness itself? This small tension, it stays with us, it breathes with us. In the quiet dark, it does not leave. The quiet holds, or maybe we do. We feel a soft hum inside. It is the mind at work. It does its own slow work. We try to watch, just watch. Sometimes it is harder than it seems to simply let the inner stream flow past without interference. But a small twitch comes, a slight pull to look away or to make the thoughts stop. It is a small thing, like a tiny ripple on still water. We might not notice it much, not at first, yet it is there. This soft push to move, to fill the space, even if only with another thought to keep the flow going, which becomes a familiar pattern. You feel it sometimes, that quiet stir, a wish for things to be simpler. The air feels thick around the mind, a mild weight. We sit with it. The mind moves, it runs old roads, it finds old sounds, we hear them again, familiar and faint, and the quiet asks us to stay, to let it all pass. But some thoughts bring a chill, a wish to find a book, to hear a voice, anything to shift the quiet, this quiet holding. It feels like a door we could open, or keep shut. We wait by it. The hinge does not creak. We just stand there, listening to the quiet ask, what will we do with this deep stillness and this small wish for it to end? That wish stays, a low pulse in the dark, the small wish for it to end. It settles in the chest, a light brush on the skin. The room is still. We listen to breathe, in and out. A small sound might startle, a floorboard above, or the drip of a tap. It brings the mind back to what is real, what is outside, for a moment, but the quiet asks for more. It asks us to lean in, to feel what is here. This feeling is not loud, it does not shout, it is more like a stone held in the hand, smooth and cool at first. Then it starts to warm, it takes on our heat, and we feel its shape, the small bumps, the tiny flaws. These are the thoughts that rise, not the big ones, not the urgent ones, just the quiet passing shapes. Some are known, some feel new. They carry a faint weight, a small pull in the gut. This is not a heavy fear. It is a gentle tug, a sense that something rests just beneath the surface of the mind. You feel it too sometimes. This soft, slow pull, it is not wrong, it just is. We watch it, we let it be. The urge to reach out for a screen, to touch a switch, to hear a voice from far away. It can grow, a small seed. It asks us to break the quiet, to step away from the door, but the door still stands. It does not open itself, and the stillness waits for us to choose or not to choose, to just sit with the soft tug. And the thought that maybe, just maybe, there's a reason we sometimes don't want to open that door all the way. The door stays shut. The wish for things to simply quiet down or to simply go away stays too. It settles in the bones, a slow, steady beat. In the deep dark holds it, a quiet hum, a soft pull away, to not go there, to not look close. We might feel a stir, a small wind inside. It moves the dust on things left alone for a long time. The dust may hold old shapes, old thoughts. We do not need to lift the cloth. Not right now. We can just sit, with the cloth still there, the shape beneath it. We know it waits. A long breath in, a long breath out. This quiet space feels like a comfort, doesn't it? Just being here, with the soft sound of breath. What if we stay with the pull, the wish for ease? The world outside calls with bright lights and quick sounds. It asks for our eyes, our hands, our ears. It asks us to forget the tug, to forget the cloth, and what lies under it. It is a choice, every time to turn toward the screen or to turn toward the stillness. The room is dark. The silence is wide and the old shapes wait. Behind the cloth, they do not shout, they do not move, but the thought of them, it holds a small weight, right here in the chest. We sit with that weight. It does not go, not right away, it simply stays. A quiet, knowing thing. The room is still, the air waits. We feel this weight in the chest. It has no name, only a sense of old knowing. Outside, a faint hum, the world wakes. It offers its many surfaces, bright, quick, each one a mirror showing us back a face. A moment of being seen, it feels like a good fit. A soft cloth over a sharp edge, we want to reach for it. This sense of being held by other eyes, other hands, a warm feeling, a shape given to us. It takes the weight away, just for a short time. Do you feel it too, this easy pull, away from the quiet towards the noise, but the dark shape under the cloth? It has not moved, it waits for our touch, not to be changed, but to simply be known by us alone. It does not ask for eyes, it only asks for a quiet moment, a slow breath. The hum of the outside world grows louder, the shape under the cloth stays still. One asks for quick knowing, the other slow. They sit side by side. No answer comes. No answer comes. The light grows. A soft edge under the door. The air shifts. A cool skin on the arm. You hear a far sound. A bird's call, then another. They begin to stitch the morning together with small, sharp notes. Inside, the quiet holds this dark shape. It does not speak. It does not try to catch your eye. It just sits, a steady weight. Perhaps it asks only for quiet watching, not to be changed, not to be fixed. It simply waits for us to sit with it in the deep silence. The world outside calls, its many voices. Each one wants a small part of you, a quick glance, a nod. It feels light, to give a small piece, to float for a time on other eyes. It is an easy way to move through the day, to not feel the deep ground underfoot. Do you feel this space too, this breath held, this quiet asking? It makes its own sound, but the shape under the cloth, it does not move. It has no voice like the birds, no bright surface. It only waits, patient, a low hum, and the pull of the world keeps calling, asking for a quick turn, a fast answer, and the slow knowing of the dark shape. It asks for more time, always more time. They sit side by side, and the quiet just grows deeper around them, a knowing that never quite settles. The quiet just grows deeper around them, a knowing that never quite settles. The outside world still hums, a low, constant sound. It calls for your eye, for your quick hand. It asks you to look out, to join its easy flow, to be held up by its many bright threads, and you float. For a short while, you feel a light touch, a quick lift. It is easy to forget the ground this way. But there is a weight, a silent stone. It sits inside you still. It does not ask for anything loud, only for quiet, for time to rest. It does not need to be seen by others. It does not ask for their words, this slow sense of self. It simply is a steady breath. Do you feel it now, this deep pull, the turning of a thought, just a slow turn? The world outside makes a mirror. You see a shape there, a quick, bright shape. It looks like you, but it is not quite you. It is how others see your light, how they hold your name. It can feel good, a warmth on the skin, a soft place to land for a moment, but the dark shape under the cloth, it has no bright edge, no clean lines. It is not easy to grasp. It does not shift with the day's light. It asks you to look close, to feel its rough edge, to know it by touch. A stone in the palm, this slow sense of you. It is not made by looking out. It is made in the deep quiet, where only breath moves, and the dark shape just waits. Both calls live inside you. The quick echo, the deep hum. Which one holds your hand tonight? They are just there. The night air cools. A window pane grows cold. You might feel a shiver, not from the cold outside. It is a slow ripple, a thought passing by. In the deep quiet, things begin to stir. Not loud things, not big things, small things like a seed waking up under the earth with no sound, just a slow push. A tiny root reaches. You don't see it happen, you just feel the slight shift. A change in the air. A new path opens. It was always there, hidden under the noise, under the bright lights. You are just there, sitting with it, no need to fix it, just letting it be. Now it comes, a soft idea, a clear view. It does not shout, it just waits for you to notice it in the stillness. A feeling of knowing without knowing how you know. It is a slow, quiet growth. A space opens inside, not empty, but holding a light. A still, small light. It asks for nothing, it just is. You can feel its warmth, a quiet warmth, as the world keeps turning and the soft light stays. It is not always clear what it means, or where it will lead, but it is there. A quiet hum, a hum barely there like a small bird's wing. You might miss it, the room is still, the dark holds its breath. This small sound sits with you, it does not ask for more than your soft ear. Then a pull, a tug at the hand, the urge to reach, to fill the soft space. The screen waits, a bright box, full of quick things. Words move fast there, faces change, sounds push in. The world is still awake, it calls for you, it is late. The world spins on. You are here with this breath, just this. Your fingers feel for the cool glass, the weight of it in your palm, a click. Light rushes in, it fills your eyes. The quiet hum fades a bit, or does it just hide, waiting for the quiet to come back? You wonder. Does it truly go away or simply grow faint like a far-off bell? The screen glows, many paths open there, each a quick step away from the slow hum. You hold the light in your hand. The inner quiet feels thin now, but still. It waits somewhere. Under the bright new buzz, the light glows. Your eyes take it in. Still a small drift. A thought might float up like a leaf on dark water. It comes from where the quiet hides. You feel a flicker, a small spark, not from the screen's bright glow, but from a different kind of dark. A quiet corner inside. It might be a small thing, a half-formed idea, or a feeling of a past thing. These are not loud thoughts. They do not shout. They do not ask for quick answers. They are like seeds in the deep earth, waiting for the light of your own quiet gaze. Sometimes it feels hard to simply be, just to sit there with what comes up. You feel this too. The screen still hums, its light still bathes your hands, but the path to deeper knowing is not always found in its quick glow. It is often found in the soft edge of what is not yet seen, in the slow turn of a quiet breath. A small seed waits. It asks for no great push, only a still space, a simple pause, and time to unfurl. In its own way, in its own slow light, the soft edge of night now holds. You might feel its weight, a quiet pressing down. The world outside has gone still. Your own breath becomes a sound. A steady rhythm keeps on. What fills the gap then, when the quick light fades and the noise falls quiet? Sometimes it is just air, a vast empty space. Other times something stirs, a wisp, a faint line of thought. It might be a small worry, a thing left undone, or a face from long ago. These rise up without asking. They simply drift into view like dust motes in a beam of morning sun. You don't have to grasp them, you don't have to push them back. Just watch their slow movement. Feel the soft shift inside. This waiting can feel long. Do you feel a pull, a reach for what is known, for the easy hum that fills the quiet? It is a common road, to step back from the raw feel of one's own still thought. Yet the seed is there, in the deep dark earth. It waits. It does not rush, and its growth asks for no quick answer. Only the steady gaze of your own quiet watching. The screen offers its comfort. a known brightness, a fixed point, but the unlit path holds its own slow draw, a path where just being with whatever comes is the walk itself. This is the ground, the raw earth, and the slow breath continues, the question rests. The room holds its breath, or it seems to. The air feels thick and still. You feel the floor beneath you, the weight of your own body. It has been a long stretch to just sit and let things be. No screen to pull the eye, no voice to fill the space. Only the sound of your breath and the small hum inside your ears. This quiet can feel vast, like a deep pool. Sometimes a thought floats up, a loose leaf on the water. You watch it drift across. Then it sinks from view. Another comes and goes. They do not stay, not unless you reach out to hold it fast. But the hand stays down, the fingers still. You do not have to know where they come from or where they go. The deep earth holds its secrets, and the seed takes its own time. It asks for patience, a soft watching. Perhaps you feel this too, this quiet hum of time passing. It has its own weight, its own soft song. There is a slight pull sometimes, a wish for something to break the calm, a small shift inside, for the noise to start again, to know what comes next. The path here is not always clear, it winds, it feels unsure, but the slow breath just keeps on, moving in, moving out. And the soft dark holds its own kind of light, not a bright flash, more like the glow of old wood, something steady, something felt in the bone. It does not promise an answer, only the space to ask, again and again. The silence remains, and so does the soft, low hum of what might be. The soft hum stays, it lives in the quiet, not a sound from outside, more like a knowing deep in the bone. The room holds its breath. You feel the cool air, your own breath comes in, it goes out. A thought comes, it sits a while like a small stone on the floor. It has no rough edges. It does not ask for answers, it only asks for space. A soft look. Sometimes the old urge comes, a quick wish for a sound, for a bright screen to light the dark, to know what is next, to feel the world close again. But the hand stays still, it rests on the sheet, the eyes stay shut. You are here now with this, it is enough. A small wind moves a curtain. The sound is light, it fades. What does this quiet hold? Not a clear word, not a map. Only a soft sense of things moving, like unseen water under deep ground. A turning inside, a slow drift. You feel the wish to name it, to hold it tight, to know its shape. But the quiet keeps its own watch. It offers no easy end. Only the soft, low hum of what might still be, unfolding, without a name. The quiet holds its breath. A slow wave moves, it does not break, it does not rush to shore, just a soft sway. Inside, this is where thought might drift, like dust motes in sunbeam. They do not hold fast, they move, each one a tiny story or no story at all, just a flick of light. The outer world waits, it hums at the edge of hearing, a faint signal, a pull. It asks for a quick hand, for a glance, to connect back, to be part of the flow, but the inner ground is still, holds its shape. No sudden rush, only the slow turning of seasons, felt in the bone, not seen, not named. You might feel this pull, this quiet space, a soft weight in the air, just as it is. The path ahead holds many turns, it always does. One foot steps into the light, the next moves in shadow. This finding of balance is not a fixed point. It is a slow dance, a shifting weight between the deep calm and the bright noise, a way of being in the world and also being here, in the soft dark, where nothing is solved, and the next moment simply waits to begin. The breath lifts, it falls, a soft rhythm. You lie here just feeling the weight. The bed holds you. The room is dark, a quiet hum from far off, maybe the house settling or the wind outside the glass. This is the simple fact, to just be, without a need to reach, without a need to call. The world will stir soon, it will ask for things, a task, a face to meet, a screen to light, a sense of moving forward. But here now there is only this soft waiting, a slow drift. The mind plays with thoughts, like dust motes in a shaft of sun. They rise, they fall, they do not need holding. Perhaps you feel this too, this pause, this slow breath. No path is ever truly clear. The ground keeps shifting, this quiet work of finding your place. It has no end, no finish line. You step out, then you step back in. A door opens, a door closes. Each day brings its own light, its own shade. To walk through it all, to feel the ground underfoot, that is enough. For now, the way unfolds, not all at once, but in small steps. The path bends. It does not stay straight. New choices appear. A hand reaches out, a voice calls your name. The world pulls you onward with its many soft sounds and quiet demands. The quiet shifts, it breaks, that is its nature, to flow and pause like a stream over stones, moving without effort. You stand in the flow, you feel the current, then you may step aside, just for a moment, to watch the water pass, feeling its cool rush. Perhaps you notice this too, this soft pull to step away, to just rest your thoughts, not chase them. The air grows still again. A new space opens. It is not empty. It holds a quiet hum. The weight in your chest lightens, or perhaps it stays, a deep and steady presence. A truth felt in the bones. That searching is the living, not finding a fixed point, but finding the rhythm of reaching out and drawing back in. This gentle swing, it keeps the balance for a while, until the next light, until the next shade.